Salutare tuturor, este Rafael și bine v-am regăsit la un nou joc cu Killer Frequency. Ultimul episod, trebuie să aflăm care e faza cu ucigașul. Dacă n-ați văzut episoadele anterioare, ei bine, vreți să-l vedeți pe acesta, chiar și dacă n-ați văzut episoadele anterioare, deoarece suntem într-un orășel mic, ne ocupăm de stația radio și este un ucigaș la noi în oraș. Poliția a plecat să aducă ajutoare, iar noi trebuie să ne ocupăm în locul poliției, operator 112, până când se întoarce poliția. Și sunt curios ce se întâmplă la finalul jocului, vine ucigașul peste noi, ne omoară, îl prindem. Care-i faza? Noi o să intrăm direct în pâine cu episodul pentru că ne sună cineva și ne cere ajutorul. Și hai să vedem cum ajutăm persoana aceasta. Prietenul meu a fost înjunghiat și sângerează. Te rog, ajută-mă. Hai să vedem ce s-a întâmplat. Zice la rezervor. Era pe undeva pe aici rezervorul, nu mai țin minte. Noi avem toată harta orașului. M-am panicat și am fugit.
Forest.
Then what happened?
He went up the road and talked to someone. It sounded like he might have known the person, and they just stabbed him.
Zice că se cunoșteau și apoi ăla l-a înjunghiat.
Casey, was his attacker the whistling
A
man?
fost cumva un om care fluiera?
They had a mask and wore all black. That's all
Avea o
I know.
mască și era îmbrăcat în negru.
We need help here.
I'll get you help, but I need to know.
Trebuie să știu.
Where did the masked person go?
Unde s-a dus persoana cu masca?
They left him to bleed out.
L-au lăsat să sângereze.
I waited until they were gone, then dragged him into the garage and called 911.
Why didn't she make sure he was dead?
I don't know. I think I heard them say something like, "It's not so funny now, is it?" Before they left, but
I-a zis, acum nu mai e amuzant, așa e, după ce l-a înjunghiat. Trebuie să ajungă la spital. Ne trebuie ambulanța.
The ambulance was destroyed in the explosion at the gas station.
A fost
You should get
distrusă
all the info
ambulanța.
you can.
Unde e
Can you
rănit?
tell us where your friend was stabbed?
They stabbed him in the stomach
În stomac.
and then stabbed him again in his leg when he was on the
picior.
ground and it's oh, the knife is still there in his leg.
What's your friend's
cuțitul e
name,
în picior.
Casey?
It's Jason Parker.
We'll be right back. Peggy, patch us through to the hospital.
On it. Phoning
Pune-ne
St. Gabriel's now.
pune-ne cu spitalul în
Switch to
legătură.
line 2.
Line 2, hai să vedem.
Hello, St. Gabriel's Hospital. How can I help you?
Cum vă pot
Hi, this is
ajuta?
Forrest Nash from 189.16. We have a stab victim
Voia
at
să zică The
25
Scream.
Nancy Drive named Jason Parker. He's been stabbed in the stomach.
Avem o persoană
and the leg.
înjunghiată în
He's
stomac
bleeding heavily.
și în picior.
I'm sorry, but the ambulance is, well, you know.
I know, but please, we need something or he's going to die.
Forrest, listen, you're going to have to get him here.
Trebuie să-l aduce
To
aici.
see him and we can't get there ourselves right now.
We don't
putem să
have
ajungem
anything
noi
to
la el.
drive him right now. And even if we did, he's bleeding out fast.
Sângerează prea repede.
All right, listen. We need to buy him time to get here. That means stopping the blood
Trebuie
first
să oprim
and
sângerarea.
finding someone to stabilize him. To stabilize him, you really need someone with first aid training. Do either of you have any?
No.
Me neither.
Damn it. I'm really sorry about this, but I have other patients who can't wait.
Am alți
All I can
pacienți.
do is talk you through the procedure as quick as I can, and
O
then
să-ți
take
explic
the rest.
procedura.
You think you can handle that?
Deci noi nu știm să dăm, să oferim primul ajutor, dar ne explică. We don't have much choice, we can handle, da.
Hit me. I'm sure we can handle it.
Okay, from the top. If he's bleeding out, then you need to get him comfortable and try to stem the bleeding. Lay him down. Apply continuous pressure directly to the affected areas.
Deci să aplicăm
When
presiune.
the bleeding slows, get a clean cloth of some kind and hold it over the wounds.
Get them comfortable. Apply pressure.
Ok, pune
Clean
presiune.
cloths when slowed.
Haine curate.
Got it. I think.
You said he was stabbed, right?
Ai zis că a fost
If the
înjunghiat.
object he was stabbed with is still in him, don't take it
Nu scoate
out.
obiectul dacă e
It's
înjunghiat.
stopping the worst of the bleeding right now. If anything, you should secure it so it stays where it is.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
M-am gândit la
It
asta.
makes sense though. God, that was a lot of info. But I think we can handle this.
Glad you
Okay.
got it so far because there's more to go.
Avem mai mult. Ce ne-a zis practic este să lăsăm înjunghietura, dacă se zice așa în român, în picior, cu cuțitul băgat înăuntru, că dacă scoatem cuțitul o să înceapă să sângereze, că deschizi rana, și cealaltă doar să aplică presiune. Acum o să ne mai explice câteva cazuri. Keep going.
I'm still with you, Doc. What else do we need to know?
If he's lost a lot of blood, he may enter
Dacă
shock.
pierdem mult
If he
sânge,
does,
intră în
act
șoc.
fast. If you applied a cloth and it's bleeding through, don't remove it. Just apply another on top of it. If it's safe, Elevate his legs to get blood circulating to his vital organs.
Deci să ridici picioarele să curgă sângele
Get him to rest and reassure him.
spre organe.
We need the patient to stay calm.
Trebuie pacientul să
All
fie
right,
calm.
don't replace bandages. Elevate his legs. Keep him warm and calm. This is a lot.
I'm really sorry. That's as much as I can give you right now. Try to stop the bleeding. Find someone to get him stabilized and get him here.
Trebuie să oprim sângerarea și apoi ne cumpără timp
Alright,
să-l
Forrest.
ducem la
Casey's still on
spital.
line 1.
Ok, hai să vedem.
Hello, Forrest, are you there?
Da, da, sunt aici. Cum e Jason?
I'm here. How is Jason doing?
Badly. He's still bleeding.
Sângerează.
I need help. I've been putting pressure on his stomach wound since you left, but he's still bleeding. I don't know what to do.
That's good, Casey. The nurse said to do that.
What about the knife in his leg? It's gotta be hell. Should I pull it out?
Take the knife out. Nu, trebuie să lăsăm cuțitul înăuntru, că altfel o să sângereze și de acolo.
No, don't touch the knife. The bleeding will get worse if you pull it out.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making suggestions.
Ești sigur?
No, don't worry, Casey. We're a team here.
Suntem o
We're
echipă
all
aici.
going to get Jason through this. Casey, is his leg wound bleeding right now?
Sângerează la picior?
I hate looking at that knife. Yeah. It's bleeding. His stomach is worse,
Sângerează.
though.
Stomacul e mai groaznic totuși. Bun, we need to secure the knife. Ne-a sugerat să
I think we
prindem
need to
cuțitul cu
secure
ceva,
the
să stea
knife so it
acolo.
doesn't move around.
Să nu se
Do you
miște.
have anything you can tie around it?
Yeah. There's some laundry piled up on top of the dryer.
Are niște haine.
Some cloths on the hood of the car, and what else? I guess I've got my jacket.
Bun, use the cleaning rags.
Take the cleaning rags and hold them over the wound.
I really hope these are clean. Here we go.
Hainele trebuie să fie curate, ca să n-aibă microbi.
I'm sorry, Jason. It's secure. I'm putting pressure on his stomach again.
Pun presiune pe stomac.
Starting to think we might make it.
Forrest, can I have a
O
word?
să reușim, i-auzi. Can I have a word? Deci ea vrea să vorbim. Ok.
Casey, I'm gonna have a quick word with Peggy.
Ia să auzim.
Keep putting that pressure on and let us know when the bleeding is under control. You're doing great.
But what if something happens?
Dacă se întâmplă
Still
ceva.
be here. Just shout
Noi
if you
suntem
need
aici.
anything and we'll be there. I promise.
Okay. I'll wait.
O să aștept.
Please be okay.
What's up, Peggy?
We can't stay on the line with her all night.
Putem să
Dawn
stăm
is still out there.
de vorbă
What
cu
if
ea.
other people need us?
You're right. She's probably on her way to her next target right now.
Exactly. And you heard the nurse. We need someone there with training who can stabilize him. He's got to get to the hospital somehow.
Trebuie să ajungă la spital cumva. Ea trebuie să-l conducă, dar nu poate să-l conducă. Poate e cineva pe lângă.
Could somebody nearby help them? Maybe drive them to the hospital?
You know, that's exactly what I was wondering.
Și eu
Do
mă
you
gândeam la
have
fel.
anybody in mind?
I might. A little before you started working here, KFAM did a mandatory first aid training course. Me and Karen missed it because we were away on a producer getaway.
You skipped it, didn't you?
Și-am făcut, mă.
Never mind. So, how does KFAM's first aid course help us?
Casey said they're at 25 Nancy Drive, right?
Deci
Yeah?
adresa ei.
They put up a bunch of cheap houses around there about 10 years ago. So a bunch of people here at the station live around there.
Do you think any
Ok,
of them
deci
could
sunt
help
vecini
Casey
care pot
and Jason?
conduce pe lângă ea.
Probably, but I don't know who lives there. And since I missed the training day, I don't know who knows first aid.
Could you call them and ask?
I
Sună
don't
și
know
întreabă.
everybody's numbers. I've only ever called Karen. Everybody's personnel info is probably in Reggie's office.
Got it. I'll look through their files in Reggie's office. It's a life or death situation.
Hai
I'm
să vedem,
sure
trebuie
they
să
won't mind.
găsim
Right.
numele.
But there are a couple of problems with that.
Sunt probleme. Ce probleme, man? Trebuie să mă duc în biroul ăla. Trebuie să răspund eu.
Go on.
It's sensitive information, so Reggie probably locked it in his safe.
Regia a încuiat-o
Great.
într-un safe.
Great. Do you have any idea what the combo for the safe could be?
Not a clue. Reggie's a serial note taker, though.
Trebuie să
Maybe
aflăm
something in the
codul.
office will give it away. Right. There is something else.
Ce
I'm not
mai e,
gonna like
mă?
this, am I?
Have you ever heard the future is floppy?
Peggy, what the hell are you talking about?
Despre ce
I'm
vorbești?
talking about floppy disks. Floppy disks are like these futuristic things that have information on them.
Floppy
You
disk.
put them in a computer and they
Mamă,
do
cât de vechi
something.
sunt.
Peggy, I know what a floppy disk is.
Știu ce e un floppy
Anyway,
disk.
Reggie decided that the future is floppy and started phasing out our physical records and replacing them with these floppy disks. I imagine it's the same for our personnel files.
That's
Ok.
good to know. Since we haven't heard anything from Casey, I'm guessing Jason's okay for now. I'll check out Reggie's office and see what I can find.
You'll need a key for that. I'll just slide it under my door now.
Thanks, Peggy.
Bun.
I just have to look around.
Ok, deci, scurt pe 2 dacă n-ați priceput și mă lasă și pe mine odată femeia asta să... Lasă-mă, bă, să ies de aici!
So you'll hear me over the intercom.
Oh my god, shut your ass up. Ok, nu mă lasă pur și simplu să plec. Reggie's office, deci ăsta nu e biroul lui. Deci, scurt pe 2, oameni care lucrează aici în clădirea noastră știu să dea first aid, primul ajutor. Și ei locuiesc pe lângă femeia aia care îl are pe ăla înjunghiat. Așa că trebuie să găsim lista cu numerele de telefon ale angajaților de aici ca să-i sune. Să vedem așa, să-i sune femeia. Private. Aha. Biroul. Avem din nou orașul. First aid to the injured. Era aici este?
I need a 4-digit code.
4-digit
that's not
code.
working. Must be something else.
Clive așa, Clive nu cred că mai trăiește. Ask Jenny where tapes are. Ok, nu ne interesează. Floppy disk. Ha. Pizza delivery.
Could this
Who
be?
kills with a pizza cutter? Ce sunt astea? Deep cuts, top secret. What happened to the original delivery guy? Vine să apăsezi skip, ți-ți dai, dar nu e skip. Trebuie să obținem cumva codul ăla. Deci, zice așa. Takes place on 1107, la mijloc acolo, nu știu dacă se vede. Takes place on 1107, very important date. Și dacă e very important date, bănuiesc.
Nice.
Shazam, brother! Și avem niște floppy discuri. There you go. Și ce trebuie să
Get a load
obținem
of
noi?
this, Peggy. Apparently, I'm a lone wolf type.
Forest Nash, asta e a noastră.
We don't have time for this. We have a man literally
I cannot
dying
believe
on the line,
we actually
and you're more
got
interested
the
in
Forest Nash.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates. I can
Ok,
do the
ăsta
rest
e
of this later.
uimit că ne-a angajat pe noi. Cum scot chestia asta de aici, întrebarea? Bun, bun, bun. Hai să mergem mai departe. Deci nu ne interesează despre noi. Ce s-a auzit, man? What? John Hedges. Phone number 54200735. John refused to engage with the first aid and trainer during the course. Și că n-a vrut să se bage la first aid. I know he was a war medic, but it was a station policy to send everybody regardless. Și care are echipament acasă. Înseamnă că ăsta e, nu? Sau?
Hey, Peggy, you there?
Yeah,
Cred că
I'm
John
here.
ăsta.
Did you find what we need?
Dar s-a auzit ceva dubios rău de tot. Și pe cine să
I think I
chemăm?
know who our best bet is to help Casey and Jason.
Pe John!
Alright, good
Care e
work.
direct medic.
Who should I... Hello? Is anybody there? Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here.
Opa.
What's wrong?
Jason started going pale.
Jason
I
moare.
tried to give him a rest, but he just threw up
A vomitat
everywhere.
peste tot. Cred că intră în șoc de la.
What do I do?
Did you give him booze? He's going into shock. Are dreptate,
God,
da.
it sounds like he's going into shock. Casey, just stay calm. It's
Stai
gonna
calmă.
be okay.
But the bleeding seems to slow down.
A încetinit sângerarea.
Did I mess up? Jason, I'm sorry.
Casey, calm down. You've done everything right.
Te descurci bine.
I need you to listen to me, okay?
Ascultă-mă.
For Jason.
What did the nurse say to do about shock?
Elevate the legs. Să ridice
I
picioarele.
need you to elevate Jason's legs.
Să-i curgă sângele din
We
picioare în
need to
organe.
get the blood
Intern,
flowing to
gen.
his vital organs.
Got it. Jason, stay with me.
Stai cu mine, Jason.
Just gonna move you. This might hurt.
Poate doare.
Okay. I propped his legs up on some boxes.
I-am
I'm
ridicat
looking at
picioarele.
my notes. We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible. Do you
Trebuie
have
să-l
anything
încălzim.
you could use nearby, Casey? Yeah. I still have some laundry next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second.
Ok.
Sorry.
I-a pus niște
Bleeds through his bandages. Should I get him new ones?
pături.
Oh, God.
Replace the bandage. Nu. Mai pui
Don't
alt
remove
bandaj
the
peste.
bandage. Apply another one on top of it. Do you still have something you can use?
I've used the rest of the laundry to keep him warm, so I'll use my jacket.
O să folosesc jacheta mea.
Get a new one. I'll fix his bandage and get him warm. Hold on, please. You're gonna be
Ok, trebuie să-l sunăm pe frățiorul, în caz că ați uitat.
Just relax. Okay? Oh, he's scared. He's not doing well. Is he gonna...
El va muri. O să fie bine.
Jason is
Nu
going
moare.
to be fine. Just make sure he knows he's going to be okay, okay?
Asigură-te că el știe că va fi bine.
Please. I can't give him what he needs. Please, help.
Te rog, ajută-mă.
Can't lose him. All right, Forrest, we need to hurry. Jason doesn't sound like he's doing too well. You said you knew who to call earlier? Who was it?
Pe cine sunăm? Pe John.
We need to call John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. He didn't really participate in the first aid training, but he's a former war medic. He's
Este
probably
medic de
the most
război.
trained person we have.
Really? I never really spoke to him before.
N-am vorbit niciodată cu
A
el.
war medic, huh?
Yeah, and according to Reggie's notes, John keeps all of his old equipment at his house.
Are echipamentul
Something of
acasă.
a hoarder.
All right. What's his number?
Care e numărul lui?
5420735.
Calling now. Let's hope he picks.
Who the hell is this calling me at?
Cine mă sună?
What time is it?
John, it's Forrest Nash here at KFAM. We have an emergency and we need
Avem o
your help.
urgență.
Forrest? If this is a work emergency, then it can wait until the goddamn morning.
Mâine dimineață, nu acum că dorm.
Like everybody else.
This is a medical emergency. Cineva a fost
A man
înjunghiat.
has been stabbed by the whistling man, or... Never mind. He's lost a lot of blood, and he's
A pierdut
passed
mult
out.
sânge și moare.
We need you to help him.
The whistling man? What kind of joke is this?
John, we're not kidding.
Nu
A
glumim.
man is gonna die if we don't help him right now.
O să moară dacă nu-l ajutăm.
I haven't been called on for over 10 years.
N-am fost sunat de 10 ani.
Where's the patient?
Unde e pacientul?
Condition.
He's at 25 Nancy Drive. I think we got his friend to stem the bleeding, but he's gone into shock. He's passed out right now.
You say he was stabbed?
A fost
Do you
înjunghiat.
know the extent of his injuries?
From what we were told, he has 2 major stab wounds. One to the stomach and one to the leg.
Una în picior și
The
una în
knife is still
stomac.
in his leg, and the stomach wound is open.
Understood.
Țitul e în picior.
Let me grab a few supplies and I'll head right over.
Mă duc acum la el.
Damned if he dies on my watch.
Thank
Nu
you,
o să
John.
moară cu mine acolo.
We'll let him know you're on your way.
Good luck.
O să-i zicem că vii.
Hello, Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Ești acolo, Casey?
Jason seemed really weak and then just started thrashing.
E foarte slăbit, Jason.
What about now? Is he still thrashing?
He's passed out.
A leșinat.
Please tell me you found someone to help.
Casey, help is on the way. My colleague will be
Ajutorul e
there
pe
soon.
drum.
You hear that, Jason? Someone is coming. You're gonna be just fine. Just hold on for me, okay?
Opa.
Hold on. Come on.
Îl salvează sau nu? Ce ziceți?
This is John Hedges. I'm here about Jason. Please let me in.
Lasă-mă să intru.
Casey, I'm gonna need your help.
Am nevoie de ajutorul
Forrest,
tău.
Peggy, don't you two worry. We've got this from here.
Nu vă îngrijorați, ne descurcăm de aici.
We'll call you back later.
Te sunăm mai târziu.
Good luck, everyone.
Baftă, baftă.
God, I hope he's gonna be all right.
And with that, the show moves on. We're sending our best wishes to Jason.
Eu vorbesc de la radio, de la prostia aia.
Well, after all that excitement, I think we could use some music.
Hai să folosim niște muzică. Bă, mie că mi-e un jumpscare aici. Ceva s-a auzit ciudat rău de tot. A bubuit ceva. Ce-a fost bubuitura aia? Voi ați auzit? Eu am crezut că a intrat ăla peste mine. Mă rog. Hai să vedem ea.
This might be your last break for the night, so
O să
try
fie
to
ultima ta
enjoy it.
pauză în noaptea asta.
Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
Hai, let's go.
Let's roll.
You got it. We've got another call coming through too.
Ne sună cineva aia.
Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Got it.
Welcome back to 189.16.
The Scream.
The Scream. I believe we have another caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, man. Hey, it's Roller Ricky.
Good to hear from you again. How you holding up after everything? Is Maxie okay?
Maxie is a little
Maxie.
fired, man. I just
Maxie
know
era
he's gonna
câinele?
pull through. I think our roller show might be canceled tomorrow, though.
O să ne anuleze show-ul mâine.
Sorry again about how that went.
Is there anything else we can help you
Te
with?
putem ajuta cu
Ricky?
ceva?
Actually, I think I have some info that might help you.
Am ceva informații care vă vor ajuta.
All right. I'm waiting.
Hai să auzim.
See, man, me and Jason know each other.
You know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gallows High
Eu
and
și
played
cu
on the
Jason ne
football team
cunoaștem.
together. He was a gnarly offensive linesman and I was our star wide receiver. Runner Ricky, they called me.
All right, and what does that have to do with tonight?
Well, because George, the guy who drowned,
George care s-a necat.
he was on our team too.
Era în echipa noastră.
Keep talking. What happened?
We had our first team party on the night he drowned.
În noaptea care s-a
He
necat,
seemed like
eram la o
such a good
petrecere.
dude.
Ricky,
Era un
were
om
you
bun.
there when George drowned?
No, man. Once the party turned, I beat feet out of there.
Am fugit de acolo.
I remember George and his girl there.
George și cu prietena lui erau
A
acolo.
lot of love, man. I could see it, you know?
Și se iubeau. Ok, what was her name?
George's girl? Ricky, who was the girl?
Cine era fata?
She might just be the one behind all of
S-ar
this.
putea ea să fie în spatele la toată chestia. Faza e că whistleblower-ul ăsta, whistleblower-ul, doamne, whistle-man-ul este femeie. Din ce am aflat recent. Nu cred că ar putea să fie capabilă de
Ricky,
așa ceva.
please. What was her name?
Cum o chema?
I never got her name, man.
Nu știu.
He just called her Bean.
Țineți cont că noi ce vorbim cu el aud de toată lumea la radio, inclusiv ucigașul.
I didn't really know her before or see her
Nu o
after
cunoșteam.
that.
Then what did she look like? Please,
Cum arăta?
tell us anything you remember.
I just remember a pretty girl, man.
Era o fată frumoasă.
I'm sorry.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long. What happened?
Ce s-a întâmplat la petrecere?
We're just having a good time.
Ne distram.
The next thing I knew, everyone was running for their life.
Și deodată toată lumea fugea.
And saw that goddamn whistling man in the trees.
Și am văzut bărbatul care fluieră în copaci.
And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home.
Am fugit direct acasă.
Didn't know about George until next morning at school.
N-am știut de George până dimineața următoare.
Guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
Yeah. I don't know how George died, but
Nu știu cum a murit George.
I always felt like if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me.
Eu trebuia să mor în noaptea aia, nu George.
Ricky, it wasn't your fault.
N-a fost vina ta.
You're not a bad person.
I know that now, man. It took a long time to learn, but
Mi-a luat mult să înțeleg.
yeah. Just thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Am vrut doar să zic ce știu.
This helps. Thank you.
Ne ajută, Ricky, mulțumim.
Anyway, I think it's time for me and Maxie to free up your phone lines.
Night, Ricky.
Noapte bună, Ricky.
All right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has any info about this mysterious Bean,
Bean era porecla fetei.
If she was George's girlfriend back then, she's probably in her mid to late 30s now.
Probabil are undeva la 30 de ani, fata.
Oh, we have another call coming in. But hang
Ne sună
on.
cineva, dar asta e așa.
what's up, Peggy? Peggy?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is
Vrei
it?
să...
Just do it.
All right,
Off
folks,
the air.
it's time for another track.
O să punem niște
Here's
muzică, oameni
one to
buni.
help you sit back and
Să vă
relax.
relaxați.
We'll be right back after this.
Zice să vorbim cu ăsta de ne sună fără să audă doar lumea la radio.
I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Cu cine vorbim, Peggy?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back through to you.
Leslie e polițista de la începutul jocului, care ne-a lăsat să fim la 1-1 de dispecerat. Hai să auzim ce zice.
Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Ai avut treabă.
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator, leading the charge from Henderson to come save
Operatorul
us.
de 112.
It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
Ești bine?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
Întoarcem
We're
acasă.
happy to have you too. Wait.
Stai, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
Te-am tot ascultat, dar n-am putut să te sunăm.
It's been non-stop since you left. Please tell us you're bringing help.
Spune-ne că vii cu ajutor.
I'm leading a whole goddamn squad towards Gallows Creek
Vin
as
cu
we
multă
speak.
poliție.
Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines.
A tăiat cineva
They had no
telefoanele.
idea what was happening.
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though.
Linia de
Do you
telefon.
think the whistling man cut them?
I'm
Bărbatul
guessing
care
so.
fluieră? Cred
I
că
don't
da.
know how the whistling man did it.
Nu știu cum a făcut-o.
But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot. but we need your help.
Ne trebuie ajutorul tău.
I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the Whistling Man is, we can't get him. Her.
Nu putem să-l prindem.
That's where you come in.
Trebuie să ne zici unde e.
You can count on us. What do you need?
Ce-ți trebuie?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The Whistling Man already called up a few times.
A sunat deja de câteva
Then
ori.
she calls again.
Și o să sune iar.
We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall
Dacă
her.
sună, ține de vorbă.
Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she
Încearcă să-ți
is.
dai seama unde e.
We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
Ne ducem fix la ea odată ce știm adresa. Deci vrea să vorbim cu ea la radio, cu Whistling Man-ul, care e de fapt femeie, să o ținem de vorbă și să ne tragem de limbă, cum ar veni, să ne zică locația.
I'll do my best.
I know
Ca
you
să se
will.
ducă poliția direct.
Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime.
Ea zice că vede interviul
I'll
după ce
radio
prindem
the other
criminalul.
cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars. Take care now.
We'll see you soon, Leslie. Oh, thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
I hope you're right. The sooner this is over, the better.
I am right. Trust
Hai
me.
să vedem ce se întâmplă
Anyway,
acum.
we should get you back on air. Taking callers is the only way to see this through.
Trebuie să ne sunem femeia aia.
When you're ready, shut the music off. Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to the screen
on air.
with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say things are looking up.
Lucrurile merg
It's
bine.
almost over. But for now, let's bring in our next caller.
Hai să auzim următorul apelant.
Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Cu ce te putem ajuta aia?
Forrest, this is John Hedges. I'm here with Casey.
Sunt cu Casey.
I wanted to give you an update on Jason.
Mai să zic despre Jason.
is he going to be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be
E un
fine.
luptător, va fi bine.
Got him stabilized and resting in a bed. We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Îl ducem la spital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Deci
Of
l-am
course,
salvat.
Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
Pe Jason.
John, Casey, you two did all the work.
V-ați
Tell
descurcat
Jason
foarte
to get
bine.
well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Spune-i tu asta.
Is this Forrest?
Jason lives. Puteam să-l omorâm pe Jason. The one and only.
It is. I hope you're feeling
Sper că
better
te simți
now.
bine.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Cum te simți?
Oh, well, you know. I've got a hole in my stomach.
Am o gaură în
and
stomac
There's a knife in my leg.
și un cuțit în picior,
John gave me something to take the edge off.
dar m-a ajutat John.
I might feel even better than either of you.
Mă simt mai bine decât voi doi.
Oh.
Ok, Jason.
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But before that, I needed to call you.
Am vrut să te sun.
I'm guessing the Whistling Man is still out there.
E încă în libertate.
Yep. As far as we know, anyway.
I was worried you'd say that. God damn it.
Mă îngrijoram că o
I'm
să
glad
zici
you
asta.
called. I wanted to talk to you about what happened earlier.
Go for it.
We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky?
Ai vorbit cu Ricky?
Is he all right?
E în
He is
regulă?
now. I mean, he was attacked earlier, but this call came after.
Hey, guys.
E bine.
I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other
Ne sună
line.
cineva.
I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing.
Trebuie doar să mă
You
asigur
fill
că nu e
Jason
grav.
in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason. Where was I? Ah, yep. Ricky's fine.
Ricky e
You
bine.
don't need to worry about him.
Nu trebuie să te
That's a
îngrijorezi.
relief.
He told us about George.
Ne-a povestit de
Sounds
George.
like everything's finally coming out now. It's been tough to hold it all in.
A fost dificil
Sounds
să
like you've been
păstrăm
holding
secretul.
back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead.
Sunt vinovat că a murit prietenul meu cel mai bun, Forrest.
And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail.
Și mi s-a spus să nu vorbesc sau intru la închisoare.
It was hell. And then the town just moved on. Like he'd never existed.
Și totul a mers mai departe ca și cum el n-a existat.
What happened that
Ce
night?
s-a întâmplat
I went
noaptea aia?
along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night.
Noaptea
Some of the
fleratului.
guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers.
Să păcălim oamenii noi
We
de la
decided to
petrecere.
plan a party in the woods
Să dăm o petrecere în pădure.
and have the whistling man
Și
crash.
bărbatul care fluieră să o distrugă.
We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend.
Eu am fost prietenul înjunghiat.
At the party that night, I left the
petrecere.
group for a second. Met our whistling man.
Am întâlnit cu omul care fluieram.
Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone.
Am prefăcut că sunt înjunghiat
Started an almighty panic.
și am început o panică.
That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did
Țipetele.
George die, Jason?
A fost ultima oară când l-am văzut pe George.
I was playing dead,
Eu mă prefăceam că murisem.
but when I heard her scream,
Dar când am auzit-o că a
Ricky
țipat,
mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean. Oh yeah.
bine.
Yes, George did call her that.
George așa îi zicea.
He called her Bean. I heard her again tonight, Forrest.
Am auzit-o din nou noaptea asta, Forrest.
Her name was
What?
Numele ei era
What
M.
happened? Are we
S-a
still
întâmplat.
on air?
S-a tăiat curentul.
No, we're not. Seems like the power is completely gone.
Și s-a tăiat curentul. Noi
How
nu
do we
auzim
get
pe
it
ea.
back on?
Cum îl pornim la loc?
Oh, we can use the emergency generator down in the basement.
Generatorul din
Reggie picked it up
subsol.
in case we ever needed to do an emergency broadcast.
An emergency broadcast?
Da, suntem morți.
You know, nuclear war, alien attack.
Da. Deci nu auzim că e un geam gros
Fair
acolo.
point.
It's in the storage area in the far back corner, up on the wall. You might have spotted it earlier when you were digging around for all those tapes. It'll have a big red
Are un buton roșu pe el. Cred că suntem morți, boys.
Oh,
Când ieșim pe ușa aia, e over.
fast.
Păi nu cred că înțelegeți că ucigașul e lângă noi și ne-a tăiat curentul. Well, it is what it is. Hai să vedem. Când deschid ușa asta, brace for impact. Cred că aici în față, dar nu mai țin minte. Holy smokes, man, deci e un întreg labirint. Cred că aici.
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
Far back corner. Cred că auzi pe cineva în spate. Oh, there you go.
That must be it. Boom! We've got power.
Oh my god! Stați pe spate, băieți, că începe show-ul. Așa stați, uite așa. Stăm pe... Ce facem? Stăm pe spate.
The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy.
Trebuie să o anunț pe Peggy. A venit fluiericiu, cred că suntem morți. What the fuck?
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs.
What the fuck?
Peggy, are you there? Are you...
Mă auzi, Peggy?
Peggy! I need to get back upstairs.
We're dead, boys. We are so dead. Poate să mă prindă că nici nu dau seama. Unde naiba am venit, mă?
What the hell?
Ce s-a auzit, mă? On air? I-a salvat. Ce s-a auzit? What?
Oh no. Peggy! Where'd you go? No way. This can't be happening.
E gravă.
What the...
E puțin gravă situația.
A call. Where's
Unde e Peggy?
gone?
Have some patience, Forrest.
Ai niște răbdare.
Almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show.
E sfârșitul show-ului.
It's not over just yet. Got a little time still.
Mai avem puțin timp.
So let's make the most of it.
Hai să ne distrăm.
What do you mean? Make the most of it how?
La ce te referi?
Well, I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special
Să
guest.
încheiem
The one
un
who
oaspete.
started it all.
omul care a început tot.
Let me take that out of your
bitch!
Nemernico. Lasă-mă să
Welcome
plec.
to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Teddy Gallows.
It's
Ăla îl cheamă ca pe
all
oraș.
tonight, Teddy.
Noaptea
Your daddy
asta.
and his money saved you 20 years ago.
Tatăl tău te-a salvat acum 20 de ani.
Crawled out of his coffin with all the money in the world.
Wait, where the hell is Teddy?
Unde e Teddy?
How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest.
Nu stă acolo cu tine, Forrest.
Here with Teddy.
Sunt aici cu
if he
Teddy.
says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
Și nu are voie să zică unde e. Dar tu ești aici.
But I can see you. You're standing right in front of me.
Oh, I get it. You're wondering who's there at the station.
Tu te întrebi cine e cu tine în stație.
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek
Lasă-mă să-ți fac cunoștință.
to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Henry Barrow.
Your son?
Copilul tău?
You mean you... Wait, that he...
Yes, Forrest. He and I had a son.
Eu și că el am avut un copil.
So there were two whistling men tonight.
Deci au fost doi oameni care fluierau.
That
Noaptea
explains
asta.
how you were always able to get around town so quickly. And...
De asta te mișcai tu așa
that's how you
repede.
escaped the secret archives in the newspaper office.
Don't
Și
get
așa ai
me started
scăpat
on
tu
that, Forrest.
în arhive. Știți, la începutul jocului, când l-am blocat, l-am încuiat, a venit celălalt Whistleman ca să-l salveze și așa a scăpat.
Locking my sweet boy away like an
L-ai
animal.
încuiat ca pe un animal.
Did you say Barrow?
Ai zis Barrow?
Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off.
Lasă-mă să scot masca.
Damn uncomfortable thing.
Nu e confortabil deloc.
Remember when you went crazy wearing this? There we go.
Marie? Marie Campbell? George's old girl. Oh, well,
Ce se
it
întâmplă?
sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
I'd be quiet if I were you, Teddy.
Aș face liniște, Teddy.
I'd listen to Forrest. Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did.
Toată lumea să știe ce a făcut Teddy.
Killed George that night. This night.
Băi, în teorie, poliția ascultă acum ce se vorbește și ar trebui să vină aici, sau? Sau să se ducă la Teddy, mamă, trebuie să aflăm unde e Teddy.
20 years ago.
Listen to me. You. Ah!
You're gonna talk when I talk to you.
O să vorbești când îți dau eu voie.
Before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to
Îți
talk.
dau șansa să vorbești, Forrest.
You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
O să mă ajut să dezvălui ce s-a întâmplat cu George.
Okay, Marie.
Ok.
I'll do it.
Good. Then let's talk about the night George was
Hai
murdered.
să vorbim despre noaptea în care George a fost ucis.
Listen,
Ce-i face, mă?
I said you speak when you're spoken to.
Am zis că vorbești când îți dau eu voie.
Now, I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
Ok.
Interview you. All right, I can do that.
Thank you.
Ce se aude bâzitul ăsta așa puternic?
Teddy, tell the story, Forrest. Do a good job. And
O
hell,
treabă bună.
you might be the only one to leave here alive.
Poate doar tu rămâi în viață.
I need to drag this out.
Trebuie să
I
trag
can
de
buy
timp.
Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and if I can find out where Marie
Trebuie să
is,
aflu unde e Maria.
then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you.
Hai că vorbim cu tine, Teddy.
Just talk me through what happened that night.
Zi-mi ce s-a întâmplat în noaptea
How
aia.
did it start?
Cum a
how
început.
would I know? It was 20 years
A
ago.
fost acum 20 de ani.
Teddy, be honest with me,
Fii
or
sincer cu
we're
mine,
both going
sau
to
vom muri.
die.
Honest? Forrest, I'm trapped here with a psycho.
Sunt blocat cu o nebună.
What the hell?
Ce naiba?
God damn it. Okay. Our first team party was coming up.
Venea prima noastră
When I
petrecere
saw
a
the
echipei.
date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
Am vrut să facem o farsă băieților noi.
I understand that kids in Gallows Creek know tonight as Whistling Night.
Noaptea
I'm
fluieratului.
guessing that's what you mean?
La asta
Well,
te
we didn't
referai?
have a name for it then. It was just the night that Mooney went missing. But Whistling Night is what they'd call it.
Whistling Night au numit-o mai târziu.
You mean this was the first Whistling Night?
Aia a fost prima noapte de fluierat.
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point.
Am mers lângă punctul de fluierat.
God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course. But George didn't come alone.
George n-a venit singur.
He brought Marie.
Era cu Maria.
Roller Ricky. He was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky.
Și Ricky era acolo.
Receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know. Because I'm a decent man.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do. He had some issues.
Avea niște
Wasn't
probleme.
stable. I didn't want him to hurt his chances in life. So I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Ți-era frică că o să vorbească despre noaptea aia.
About midway through the night,
La jumătatea nopții
we put the prank into action.
am început farsa.
The trees and saw Jason there.
Ne-am uitat la copaci și l-am văzut pe Jason.
Like he'd just been stabbed.
Ca și cum ar fi fost înjunghiat.
The whistling man
Și omul care fluiera,
screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind.
eu, George și Ricky am rămas în urmă.
But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was.
Dar și Ricky
He and
era
Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told
băgat
him
în
the
farsă.
plan.
Și știa planul. Ricky didn't know. Ricky ne-a zis nouă că el nu știa de farsă. Sau? L-ai întrebat tu pe Ricky.
Did you ask Ricky if he knew or not?
I didn't see
Nu,
any
Ricky cred că
reason
știa de
why.
farsă.
Because Ricky phoned up earlier. He
Nu
didn't know
știa.
anything about it, Marie.
What?
He had no idea what was happening.
Ricky n-a știut de la ce se
He said he
întâmpla.
was as terrified as anybody.
A zis că era
Isn't
speriat.
that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut.
Ricky n-ar fi păstrat niciun
If
secret.
we told him, he would have given everything away.
Ar fi zis totul.
Well, it doesn't matter. He
Mai
didn't
contează.
himself enough to tell anybody about it afterwards. He's still guilty.
El încă e
It was
vinovat.
just a stupid prank.
A fost doar o farsă.
How can you still say it was just
Nu
a
poți să zici
prank?
că a fost doar o
Oh, come
farsă.
on.
Practic ăla a murit. Nu mai e farsă.
God damn it.
La naiba.
George think Jason had been murdered. He
Tu l-ai
thought
păcălit pe
his
George,
best
că
friend was
Jason a fost
dead.
omorât.
And so tonight you stabbed him for
Și acum
real?
l-ai înjunghiat pe
It's
bune?
the role he wanted to play.
Asta e rolul pe care a vrut să-l joace.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend.
Jason e încă în
We
viață.
talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help
I-am oprit
just in
sângerarea.
time.
Oh. Well, shame he didn't have the good sense to die earlier.
Păcat că n-a murit mai devreme.
He's gonna regret that.
Va regreta asta.
Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow
Eu și cu
we
George am
got
fugit.
separated in the woods.
Dar ne-am separat, ne-am despărțit în pădure.
And when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked.
Am panicat că nu mai era George cu mine.
I don't know how he snuck up on me, but
S-a furișat în spatele meu.
Whistling Man grabs me. I
Omul care fluieră. Am
he
țipat
starts laughing,
și el începe să râdă.
telling me it's just a joke.
Și îmi zice că e o glumă.
I could stall for time here.
Pot să trag de timp aici. What happened next? Nu, trebuie să tragem. Cum te-ai simțit?
How did you feel in that moment?
I felt like nothing was real.
Am simțit că nimic nu era
I felt
real.
small and confused.
Eram confuză.
And
Who was under the mask?
Who was under the mask, Marie? Who
Cine era
was
sub
the
mască?
whistling man?
it was Chuck. Chuck Brody
Chuck Brody!
laughing away.
Râdea.
Then he stops. And he's
Se
looking
oprește.
up
Și se uită
at
sus.
the top of Whistling Point.
What was he
Vârful la
looking
Whistling Point.
at? Teddy, what happened
Ce
next?
s-a întâmplat, Teddy?
Nothing. I mean, it
Nimic.
was just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
George a căzut. Cred că Whistling Point era ca un deal sau un munte. De unde știi tu? Why did she fall?
How do you know what happened?
De unde știi cum s-a
I
întâmplat?
saw it.
Am văzut.
Pushed him.
Tu l-ai împins.
You were up there.
Tu erai sus acolo.
You were dressed as the Whistling Man too.
Îmbrăcat ca
I
omul
didn't
care
push him.
fluiera.
God damn it.
Nu l-am
I
împins.
just chased him up there and
Doar l-am alergat până acolo.
he kept backing up.
Se tot dădea în spate.
When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you
Când am
saw.
văzut că era să cadă, m-am dus spre el, să-l prind.
It's not my fault.
Nu Nu e vina mea.
No, it was a joke.
El nu știa că e o glumă.
If he'd had any brains, he would have realized.
Dacă avea creier, și-ar fi dat seama.
You bitch.
Nemernico.
No one's going to believe this.
Nimeni nu o să te creadă.
After all you did.
I believe her. Then why the cover-up?
I believe her.
You
Eu am încredere în ea.
what?
Tu ce? Ok, deci toată uciderea din oraș a fost din cauza unei neînțelegeri și a unei farse. Just a prank, bro.
Why else cover it up?
My future was
Viitorul
at
meu.
stake, Nash.
Era vorba despre viitorul meu,
You know
Nash.
what it's like. People like us are bred for bigger
Oamenii ca noi sunt făcuți pentru lucruri mai mari.
I'm going to be the mayor of this town.
Eu voi fi primarul orașului, Forrest.
And then governor. And then
Și apoi o funcție mai înaltă de
who
primar.
knows? What happened that night was tragic.
În noaptea aia a fost
It should
tragic,
never have happened. But it was a mistake.
dar a fost o
It
greșeală.
was just a stupid joke.
Doar o
gone
glumă.
wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up.
Tata l-a trimis pe Clive să curețe tot.
Should a blip ruin
Deci ar trebui o glumă să-mi strice viitorul.
George was a blip?
Nu știu la ce se referă cu George was a blip. That's evil.
That's an evil thing
E un
to
lucru
say,
malefic
Teddy.
să zici, Teddy.
That's the way it is. My
Tata s-a înțeles cu el.
father agreed with me.
Cu
You
mine,
never found
pardon.
his body, Marie?
Nu ai găsit corpul, Maria?
Jogger found him the next morning, washed up on the river.
L-au găsit în
Instead of
râu.
telling the truth, she lied. She said she found him in the
A
reservoir.
mințit, a zis că l-a
Our
găsit în
jazz
rezervor.
runner, Sandra Sharp.
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report.
Toată lumea era
George was drinking,
băgată.
that he just got himself into trouble.
Până și raportul a mințit că el s-a îmbătat și de-aia a murit.
I only heard the tapes.
Am auzit doar casetele.
Disgusted by it.
Deci mai e și un raport fals pe care nu
For all
l-am.
it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice.
Virginia n-a avut de ales.
She had a sick sister.
Ține minte că Virginia a fost obligată oarecum să mintă din casetele alea.
Whose treatment she couldn't afford.
Așa
She
e.
played along with the gallows to save her sister's
Trebuie să-și
life
salveze sora.
and her own.
Even still, she should have told the truth.
Trebuia să zică
I did
adevărul.
my part. I tried everything I
Am
could think
încercat
of.
orice am putut.
I even went to the newspaper, but no. That coward killed the story.
Bă, dar unde e Peggy? Unde a băgat-o?
We'll take care
Cum ar
of
fi Peggy
this
să fie
wrestle
sub mască?
later.
This has to stop. You've been through hell.
You've been through hell, Marie.
Îmi pare rău,
I'm sorry.
Maria.
You've got no idea.
N-ai nicio idee.
It never should have started.
Nu trebuia niciodată să înceapă.
You shouldn't have pushed my George off a cliff.
Nu trebuia să mi-l împingă pe George.
It's coming to a stop.
Dar o să se oprească.
At least for now. Here,
Aici,
where George and I first met.
unde eu și cu George ne-am întâlnit.
Joining a football team.
Înainte să intre în echipa de fotbal.
He shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec.
Stai puțin. Unde este... Opa. What the frick? Unde este Maria holding... unde îl ține Maria pe Teddy? Ori school gym, ori football field.
You're at the football field.
Jesus Christ! Forrest, you idiot! We're in the gym at
Stă la
Gallows
sală.
Kai.
I told you not to do that.
Ți-am zis să nu faci asta. Well... mă gândeam că e la... God damn, mă gândeam că e la sală. Am zis, bă, să nu fie vreo capcană, trebuie să fie pe lângă football field. Acum nu e doar pe terenul de fotbal, mă gândeam că e pe lângă.
Dead too now.
E morciel, nu-i așa? Nu știu dacă pot să dau load.
Wait a sec.
Stai o secundă. Ești la football
You're at
field.
the football field.
Bă, am selectat greșit de 2 ori. Oh my god. Bă, doar eu pot să selectez greșit de 2 ori.
Wait a sec.
Gata, nu mai trolezi school gym.
You're at Gallows Creek High, in the gymnasium.
Ești la școală.
Forrest. Not that it matters, but
Nu
yes.
ca și cum ar conta, dar da. Suntem
Anyway,
aici.
I think
Tu
that
că
about
swing.
wraps up the interview with Teddy.
Hehe.
So,
Marie? Where?
Peggy.
Oh my god.
Peggy!
Peggy a plecat acolo.
Gotta help me.
Trebuie să mă ajuți. Wait, cum a ajuns Peggy acolo? Să fi fugit din prima Peggy? Până să vină ăsta?
quiet. You'll talk more later.
Voi vorbi mai mult mai târziu.
Now I have to talk to someone who mattered more than you ever did.
Trebuie să vorbești cu cineva care contează mai mult decât tine.
It's been so long since I've seen your face.
A trecut mult timp de când ți-am mai văzut fața.
Marie! Oh my god! I thought you...
And here I was, thinking
Și eu mă gândeam că m-ai
you'd
uitat.
forgot me.
I'd never forget my own sister.
Sora ei! Sister!
Sister. Peggy,
E
what's
sora lui
happening? Why are you
Peggy.
leaving there?
Wanna explain, Peggy?
Unul ucigașul era.
While you were speaking to Jason,
Când vorbeai cu
I got a
Jason,
call. Do you remember?
am primit un apel.
Well, it was from Dawn.
A fost de la Dawn.
She said that my sister Marie was
Sora mea
there
Maria
that night George died,
era acolo.
and that I should
Când a
come
murit
to the
George.
gym for a reunion.
Și că ar trebui să mă duc la sala de
When
sport.
you walked in, you found out.
That my
Am aflat că
sister
sora mea este
is the whistling man.
bărbatul care
Good
fleră.
to see you too, Peggy.
Why didn't you tell
Doamne.
me any of this?
De ce nu mi-ai
She
zis
said that it was
asta?
my last chance to see my sister.
A zis că e ultima șansă să o văd pe
I
sora
knew
mea.
if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we
Oricum o
meet
prinde
you on the
poliția.
radio. And I just...
Interesting.
I'm sorry. This has to be a lot for you.
Trebuie să fie mult pentru tine.
What happened to you, Marie?
Ce s-a întâmplat cu tine, Maria?
You just disappeared one day.
Ai dispărut deodată.
I was thrown out, Peggy.
Am fost aruncată.
Begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night, but did
I-am
they care?
implorat pe părinții noștri
They told me to
și n-au
stay
făcut nimic.
quiet. They only cared when they learned I'd been with George, and
Le-a păsat când au aflat doar că eram cu George.
Marie, I'm so sorry. I never knew.
it's not your fault.
Nu e vina ta.
Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now.
Părinții noștri trebuie să-i
But
văd.
since they're dead and gone,
Dar au
well,
murit.
I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Așa că trebuie să mă mulțumesc cu următorul lucru. Peggy? Don't.
Don't. Marie,
Omoară pe Peggy,
listen to me.
adică.
You don't have to do
Nu
this.
trebuie să faci asta, Maria.
Someone has to pay for what they did.
Marie,
Cineva trebuie să plătească.
please.
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me,
Tu m-ai uitat,
just like the rest.
precum
You
restul.
forgot.
Is there any way I can prove Peggy didn't forget Marie?
Poți să-mi dau seama că Peggy n-a uitat-o pe Maria? Probably not. Habar n-am. Că o fi ceva pe aici. Ah, ok. Nu aș putea să-mi dau seama.
It hurt to be forgotten.
I never forgot you.
Well, no one's gonna forget now.
Nimeni nu o să uite acum.
Peggy! No!
Peggy e moartă, gen. Bă, ce trebuie să... Cum puteam să o salvez? Dă seama.
Henry, kill him.
Omoară-l, Henry. Yo! Nu și pe mine! Bad ending incoming, boys. Îl bat cu cana.
Henry, you don't
Henry!
have to do this.
Îți dau
There's
cana
still
asta.
time to make the right decision.
Poți să faci decizia corectă. Poliția!
Henry, get out of there!
Fugi de acolo, Henry!
One wounded, one dead, and we're in pursuit of the suspect.
Unul rănit, unul mort.
Henderson police! Freeze!
Bă, dar de ce a fugit ăla? Că mă putea omorâ și apoi să fugă.
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She. Oh my god.
Peggy,
Da, e moartă, Peggy.
where's Marie?
Gone. Bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels.
O caută poliția.
It's over, Forrest.
E sfârșitul, Forrest. Holy, man. The man, the myth, the scream. Let's go, boys. Bă, da, final... lol, am dat direct skip. Well, finalul, cred că puteam să o salvăm pe Peggy? Bun, deci jocul ne-a salvat,
No
asta
one's gonna
era.
forget now.
Practic, asta trebuia să-i arătăm. Dar n-am avut timp ca să o salvăm. Și practic, tot ce se întâmpla era că Maria era așa confuză. Nu mai știa ce să zică și nu omora pe Peggy și poliția intervenea, dar tot, din ce am înțeles, nu a prins, n-a prins-o, adică poliția o urmărea, dar n-au prins-o. Cam asta e ciudat. Iar băiatul acesta a fugit. Bă, o poveste interesantă, nevertheless. Mi-a plăcut foarte mult twist-ul ăla că era fix sora lui Peggy, cu care noi lucram cu Peggy, și sora ei era ucigașul. Mi s-a părut tare. Jocul overall, faptul că ajuți întreg orașul și sunt situații diferite și trebuie să cauți și e ce trebuie. Deci chiar mi-a plăcut jocul. Vă mulțumesc și vouă pentru susținere, like-uri, tot tacâmul și că ați fost alături de mine în seria aceasta. Ne vedem data viitoare. Pa!